You do that one more time and your job's gone. Faster!
Yeah.
Can you imagine trying to do this with someone speaking to you like that? Right, mate, the first thing you need to do, when the walls have been chopped off and they're all dusty, when we try and stick dry wall adhesive to it, they can come back off again because the adhesive's just sticking to dust. So, if we spray stabilising solution on it first, it soaks into the dust and it binds it all together. Now you can paint it on with a brush, or the fastest way is to spray it on. We're going to start off from this side. If we start from that side where it's a brick wall and it's slightly out, then all your boards are out. So if we start from a nice level side, that's the best way to do it. We want a packer for the middle of each board.
What do the packers do?
Right, basically, if the floor, like see how the floorboards don't look perfectly straight?
Yeah.
When you put your board down, it can start tipping to one side or the other way. If we sit it on a packer, it's up off that. Now some guys put it on two packers, and if you do that and the floor's out, then your board's still out. If you put it on one packer, it doesn't matter if the floor's on a slope, you can just rock it side to side and get it exactly level where you want it, plumb. They set all the boards out first in one go, so we know exactly where they're gonna go. Like this. Now just tacking these boards in place so that they don't fall off, they don't fall around whilst we're just setting the wall out. And then we're going to take it all off and put the adhesive on and stick it back in place again.
All right.
Look, see how it's on a packer there now?
Yeah.
If we need to adjust that board, we can move it that way, we can move it that way, and it's fine. If it's on two packers, you can't do that. So one packer in the centre.
Why are you drawing lines around them?
Basically, mate, when we take all these off and put the adhesive on, we're going to know where every board is. So I know then to put adhesive at the edges of the boards. Oh. So if my last dab of adhesive was there, that part of the board would be flapping. So if I know where the edges are, it makes it easy to put the adhesive in the right spots. Right, measure top and bottom. Don't just take one measurement. So there, I'm going to go 37.5. There, 37. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I just took one measurement there, it's like nearly 38. I'd get over here and I'd find it'd be stuck on that. So just take a few measurements from a few different places and go with the smallest one. Now, look, when you're cutting these, Reece,
yeah.
I'm not going to cut it all the way from the end, because if I cut that right the way from the end, it's going to be flapping round, so I'll leave a little tab on. I've left about 2 inches on, and that way, I can come all the way down here. See how it stayed on?
Yeah.
And just snaps it off. Six and a half by 37. In that tiny little space, the ceiling kicks up 1/2 inch. So it's 6 inches here at this side, 6.5 inches at this side. You can use a straight edge for this, or if you get quite good with your tape and you've got a steady hand, the moment of truth. There we go. Right, so Reece, that's my bit done. Now it's your time to shine. We're going to mix up some adhesive and we're going to stick it all on. That's it, just on there, come out a little bit. Yeah, perfect. We want it a little bit thicker than that, okay?
Yeah. Your other battery's on charge anyway.
Always lets the batteries run out. Give us that battery here. Right, this is going to be the fun bit now. Reece is going to get that on there and stick those plasterboards to the wall, and he's going to do it perfect. Aren't you, Reece?
Yeah.
He was saying it with more confidence a minute ago, but he will do it perfect. He can't.
No, it's so awkward on a camera.
Okay. If you slide it, if you slide it from there, no, give us your fingers. Hold your hand down here. There we go. If you get this, when you're doing it, just glide across the top of it, right, and push it around a little bit, and then don't chop into it. So instead, just get your trowel, rather than chopping in, just push a bit off. Okay, mate?
Yeah.
Now what we're aiming for, Reece, what we want to try and do is, if you come round here, we want them sticking out. Now that's fine, we'll be okay with that, but rather than being spread across the wall, we want them sticking out off the wall.
And how do you do that?
So what you want to do is get your trowel. You're getting it all over your bloody handle. I'm going to be covered in the stuff. What you want to do is try and push it up the trowel like that. Okay, so you don't want it smeared on the trowel like that. You want to sort of push it up the trowel so it's high, and then literally just pushing it on. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but if it's flat on the trowel, and then you smear it on the wall, it's not high, it's flat. So that way, it's high, okay?
Yeah.
Now you're going to come across the bottom, just above the height of the packer. Nice band of adhesive. This, when I first started, this is all we ever used to do, was just a solid band across the bottom, and we didn't used to bother with picture framing the wall. We used to put the solid band at the bottom for the skirting boards when the joiner was putting his nails or screws in. He had something solid. So again, just like that. Like that. Right the way across, please, mate. Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. Good. Very good. Perfect, Reece. I don't want you going like up the wall, you know, and end up here. To make sure you stay down, we just want to be about here, okay?
Yeah.
That's fine, but I just don't want you to go too far up. That's it. Nice. That's it. Remember as well, we want to stick off. That's going a little bit flat, that. What you don't want to do is stand your boards on the wall, and there's a high spot, so things like this, I mean, we can chop this off, but if there's a high spot in the wall, and we're trying to get the board level, but the board isn't touching the adhesive because the adhesive isn't sticking out enough, we need the adhesive to be sticking right out, you see. Okay.
Yeah.
So for instance, I'll give you a little example. We are, take the same amount of stuff, yeah, that, if I did that, right, that isn't as good as that. When you look side on, you think, okay, that'll catch the board, that one wouldn't.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make it stick out.
All right.
You can do it that way a little bit if you want. You can just go like that on the trowel, yeah? don't smash the trans of the wall, just get it up. Another way of doing it. What we're supposed to do now is at the sides, here, where air can circulate and go up the wall at this edge, we're meant to just put a little bit there as well and just seal it off, like so, okay?
Yeah.
And then up here, just gonna do the same again now. You see how we did at the bottom? We're going to do a similar thing at the top, like this. You've got two ways. You can keep going like how we're doing at the bottom there, and put your adhesives in like this, all the way across the top. Yeah?
Yeah.
Or you can do it this way, which I prefer that way. You go like that. Yeah. Like that, okay?
Yeah. It's all the way in it.
Is it easy learning with me?
It's not hard, it's just...
That's it, don't forget to keep them joined together.
Yeah.
Close all them in. Okay, it's getting it all over me. It's been touching me in the schools. That needs to be a bit prouder there.
Do what?
Yeah. That needs to come out more there, needs to protrude more, okay? Just in that bit there. Perfect. That's it. What we always want to try and do, when you get into it more, you want to try and keep all your adhesive about the same size. What I mean by that is, see how they're getting quite big, they're sticking out quite a lot, but then this is quite tight over here. When you come to stick your boards on, you've got to have to give that a good belt to get that back to the same place as that. So it's fine for now, but that's something you keep in mind. You want your adhesive to all be sticking out about the same. All right. Picture frame the wall like you've done. Do the joints, and then put the middle rows in, okay, of adhesive. And imagine it was a stud wall where the studs would go. So your joints, all you're going to do is come along, you get away with that, and that's about the limit. Maybe another one in there, you know.
Reach much higher than that.
Yeah, maybe if we just... So, if we didn't put the stabiliser solution on the wall, that'd happen a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's basically minimising the amount that's going to happen to us. When you're going to now, so we've got the perimeter done and we've sorted all the joints of the board. Now we need to make sure there's enough adhesive to catch the middles of the boards. So imagine if it was a stud wall, where would the studs be? There would probably be 2 down the middle of each one, and the screws would go like there and there. Okay, with me?
Yeah.
Now you'd have another 2 rows down here, so I'll put the 2 top ones in and you can do the rest, okay?
Yeah. Why does it keep doing that?
So when you're putting it on, if you don't blob it into the wall enough, it doesn't get enough suction behind it. What you want to be doing is going.
I think it was your spraying, to be honest.
Cheers. What we're doing, if you watch now, see how I'm patting onto the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah? See, there, Reece, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to pat it onto the wall and squidge it on.
Alright.
That will stay on then. Some bottom ones here.
Yeah.
And then this row here. And another thing that we need to make sure we get done, mate, is there's a joint right across the top. So we need to make sure we put some more adhesive up there for the joints, okay?
Alright.
This is the easy bit, getting the adhesive on. The next bit, when you have to get the boards on and level them up, get the wall flat and plumb, that's where things get more interesting. He's doing a good job. We won't tell him. So what we'll do is we'll just put a row of adhesive in. Where is it all over every handle? Put a load of little bits of adhesive just over where that joint is, okay?
Yeah.
That's the wall prepped with adhesive. The next thing now is to put the plasterboards on. And that blob needs to go back on again. And that one. So this one, we'll start there and we'll work our way across and then put the top pieces in. What we want to do, Reece, is put it on the packer, but not too tight to the wall. So bring it in, keep coming. Now what you can do is you can lean it out a little bit this way so you can get the bottom where you want it. So take the bottom over to that wall. Yeah? And then you want to come in.
How do I do it wrong? Get me
Look like this. What you want to do? Set the board like that. Now I can see how far away from the wall I am there. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to use my knee. I'm going to just hold the board there and I'm just adjusting it with my knee. And I can feel that's about there. Stand it up. Okay. That's where it needs to be. Okay. I just use my knee to pop it in. Now, some guys will put all the boards on. But then they're all moving in and out whilst you're trying to straighten them up. So whilst that's there, let's just get the rule now. We'll straighten this one, and then we'll put the next one, and we'll straighten that one, and we'll work our way down. The only bit of the board that is touching anywhere, the only bit that's going to be hard to press back is this bit on this packer. Everywhere else is easy because there's nothing stopping it, but all the weight of this board is sat on that packer, so that's the hardest bit. So that is the easiest bit to start with. Take your level like this, check whether it's plumb, kick there. Get what you're trying to do is make this part of the board exactly where you want it, because the rest of the wall, the rest of this board, then you're going to work off that point. So I've just tapped it in. Check. Okay. Now work corners. And then check it. Plump. Plump. And see how it's all nice and straight? What you're looking for is you don't want to see any gaps behind it. And you just check the corners. That corner, that corner, that corner, that corner. And it's straight. The next board piece, you're going to pick it up and you're going to hold it here. You're going to get it here. You're going to use your knee and you're looking to meet those corners up with the bottom of that plasterboard there. You're going to try and get the bottom corners met up, and then you're just going to sit it on and make sure the joint's closed, and that's it, okay? Yeah. Nice and delicate. You're trying to line up that corner with that one. Come over, that's it. Perfect. Now, tighten it over a little bit at the bottom. Perfect. like that. Now don't push it too hard. All you want it to do is just suck onto the wall. If you don't press it, it can fall off, okay?
Yeah.
Now take the level. Because if it's kicked out, if you haven't put it in far enough, you're going to see, because the board will be curved, you'll be able to just tap it back, okay?
Yeah.
Now, we're working off the bottom. So the next thing to do is come down and straighten it in with this board here. Now see how this...
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to tap it right across. So now, I know, watch out the way there, I know this board is on this packer, that one's on that one, and they're straight with each other.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, I want that straight. Then, I can just come up, again, just corner, just corner. The adhesive off it. And what you should be able to do then, you see it's all straight. Okay, put the next one in, mate. Get the bottom corners lined up. There you go. Don't push it in too tight. Level. Get the bottom straight. That's it. Don't kick it too far. You just try to tap it back in and make sure it's where it needs to be. Good. What you don't want to do is don't bang too much in the middle. You don't want to bend them like this, right? So all we're doing is just literally trying to make that line, trying to make this board level with this one. So it's just a case of just a little tap. See this gap here?
Yeah.
Grab the bottom of the board, pull it over. See it's out there?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, got a little bit of adhesive on the front of the board here. We're trying not to tap adhesive because it ends up all over the face. And it looks bloody horrible. It's not a lot, we can just get rid of that. Gone. Looks good, Reece. Looks good. Let's check this edge. Yeah. Yeah. Plumb, nice. Okay, let's put the top pieces in. And what we're going to do, we're not going to push it in too far. We're going to just sit it on top of the board there. Just sit it, just gentle. Don't, you see how you're pushing it in at the bottom? Yeah, just sit it like that and just slowly fold it over. And that's it. Now, rather than us pushing it in now, we're going to use the level to do it. And just literally, all you're going to do is that. Right the way along yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Gentle, gentle, okay? Leave a little tap there.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's get the next one in.
So which way's the fat end?
Now you've got it the right way around. Now I'm going to let you just do this one by yourself. Just slowly sit it on. Don't let it go in behind, okay? Left of it, there. Okay, I'll use the level to finish it. Now don't whack it, just gentle tap, 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 just send it back in. As you push it up with your fingers, just give it a little tap. That's it. Put that on the side of the board, yeah, and just twist it like that. And just pull it, no, the other end, just twist it. There you go, closed. I'll just tap it flat. Now, Reece, check, don't tap, just check, put a level across the top and just see if it's flat. Looks good. Let's move along and check it. Move along. You want to just, when you spot them, just get them gone. Because when you come to scrim up and they've set, there'll be little rocks on the wall. So go on, you check that and see what that's like.
A little bit.
Okay, give it a little tap. Give it a little, back where you are now, tap like that. Better?
Yeah.
Good. Happy?
Yeah.
Good work. In fact, you can skin this wall. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to supervise you. Listen, when I was being taught, right? In fact, when I've seen loads of lads being taught on site, rather than someone saying to me, oh, you're doing a nice job and stuff, saying, you do that one more time and your job's gone.
Yeah.
Can you imagine trying to do this with someone speaking to you like that? Faster, 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 get it done. You're like, what?
Yeah, not really.
That's what it was like for me. I'd be working away. Like my dad, he was like old school. So he'd be like, water, now, get that done now, get that board cut, why isn't that done, get this cleaned up. Yeah. It's chaos. You're lucky, Reece. I don't reckon you'd flipping like that one bit, would you?
No.
Let's get a cloth and we'll just wipe up that adhesive off the floor, okay?
Yeah.
There's hope for us yet, mate. If you can keep doing walls like that, then I feel like I'll be able to retire.